ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, grandma, grandpa, nieces, nephews, auntie, uncle.
Shit.
It's the world's most dangerous podcast.
Dope Dealers Podcast.
You know what it is. Episode 80 is your man Jamal Doman.
And Tobe Hixx.
Yes. Check us out at Jamal Doman. At Jamal Doman, JamalDoman.
He damn near forgot how to spell his own motherfucking name. At Tobe Hixx, TOBEHIXX.
Yeah, you can.
Episode 80.
80, man.
Woo, we rolling like
we
the
rolling.
homies in Skyline in Southeast Dago.
Yes.
That was my neighborhood, rolling 80s.
Yo, that's crazy, man. Check us out on Instagram or Twitter at Dope Dealers Podcast. At Dope Dealers Podcast. Listen to us over. Check us out over there, man. It's going down, man.
Shout out to the troops,
yes.
man. The Army, the Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, National Guard, Bloods, and the Crips, and the essays.
And the essays. Can't forget the essays.
And like I said, it's episode 80, like the rolling 80s in Skyline, Southeast San Diego.
Oh, shit. It's going down, man. It's going down. Dope independent music. You know how we do, man. You send us your independent music. We will open and close the show out with it. That is the homie CD Sane. CD Sane. Straight out of Tacoma, Washington.
How you spell that?
CD, like CD, and then Sane. He has the money $ANE. So CD Sane, man.
Oh, okay.
That is Black Khakis and Chucks. That's what that's called, man.
Okay.
Black
That's
Khakis.
some gangster shit.
Yeah,
Black
shout out
Khakis
to
and
Black
Chuck.
Sam Entertainment. That's our homie Sam Cruz.
Yeah, the homie in Seattle.
Yeah, homie in Tacoma, Seattle, man. I met him this weekend. I was up there doing a show in Tacoma. Shout out to everybody who came out, man. Shout out to Mr. Personal, Mr. Mookie, everybody I met up there. Two Scarves. I had a great time up there, man. Great show.
Hold on, you said Two Scars?
Two Scarves. That's the female comic name. Two Scarves.
Oh, okay. I thought it was.
Yeah, so I had a great time up there, and I chopped it up with Black Sam, man. He said he spoke highly of you, Toby, and
that's my guy.
He gave us some hats, some little hats with his label on it. It's called Black Sam Entertainment.
Yeah, thank you, Sam, for the hat. Appreciate it.
Yeah, he said I got an artist, man. I want y'all to play his music. So that's his artist, CD Sane, man. So we played it, man. You know how we do dope independent music. You send it to us, we will play it, man.
We would definitely play it.
I want to thank everybody who came out to Ain't It Funny this Saturday. Twyla Johnson, her show, that was great, man. Sold out. Everybody was on the card. Scrunch Show, Spanky Hayes, Dominique did an incredible job hosting. Corey Fernandez, Crystal Powell was on the show. So we had a great time, man. And shout out to Twyla for putting together a great afternoon show. And then after that, I hit it over to the church in South Central. My homie DeVell Tiller threw a nice little clean comedy show. We was at the church, man. They had good food for us, man. And shout out Danny Green was on that show. Trey Elliott was on that show. So shout out to everybody.
Man, that was a great
Keitra Long was on that show. So shout out to everybody over there. So yeah, I had a busy weekend, man.
Yeah, man, you was moving and grooving, and I mean, I was down in Texas two-stepping. Had a great time last Friday night in McAllen at the McAllen Performing Arts Theater. A lot of people came out. It was a wonderful time. And then Saturday, we was in Lubbock at the Civic Center in Lubbock, Texas. And awesome time. And thanks to everybody that came out. Thanks for the people that hooked up the bud for us in Lubbock. Yeah, because, we can't just, you can take it out of L.A., but you can't just expect to, travel,
Right.
especially through Texas. So we couldn't fuck around. We got some from here to Texas. And then you got to get some when you go to the next city. You have to smoke it all up. I literally had to throw away some weed. I was so disappointed. I thought about that shit the whole plane ride.
Oh, shit.
It wasn't a whole lot, but it shit.
It was enough to think
about
it.
Yeah, it was enough for me to think about it. So, and shout out to Felipe Esparza for having me, and the homie Rodrigo Torres and Martin Rizzo. We had a wonderful time this weekend. I mean, Saturday night, I was in the hotel getting ready for the show and watching the football game, and they like, yo, Andrew Luck retired. It scrolled across the bottom. I thought I was seeing shit.
Yeah.
I said, God damn, I ain't even high. And it should say Andrew Luck is retiring. I could not believe that shit.
That shocked everybody, man. But actually, I think you're going to see more of that coming. I think I think football players are understanding this CTE shit, and they understanding that I get my money. Ain't no reason for me
Yeah,
to
man,
put
he
my
made
body through that, man.
Yeah, and
So you're gonna see more of that.
and then the thing about it is that I wasn't shocked, but I was a little like, damn, because he only played 7 seasons, actually 6 actual full seasons, but the one year he was hurt. But what tripped me out about it is that he had already made $100 million.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, you know what? These running backs got to get their bread.
Yeah.
Because, if that shit happens to them, they would have done all that shit for, say, $20 million.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, at least we know. I mean, he had money before. Andrew Luck come from money, but still, he made $100 million for the pain and suffering that he had to go through.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them cats ain't fortunate enough to make that amount of money. And so that's really fucked up. So I was glad he got his money. And honestly, I think he'll take a couple years off and come back like at age 31.
Mm-hmm.
But did you hear? He said I was fucking up his whole life, not just he said if he wouldn't have quit, he said it was fucking up his marriage and everything.
Yeah,
because when you hurting like that, you hard to deal with when you in pain every day.
It's just it's unfortunate. And some people came off. Try to diss him. You don't, but I love how everybody came. Listen, man, you don't know what a football player. That's a grinding
even
game.
some of the cats that did diss him, they played the game, but still, you can't judge another man's pain.
Mm-hmm.
And see, I learned that, being the fact that I suffer from chronic pain for about 15 years now, I learned that shit when I went to pain therapy. Is that you can't. Everybody's situation is different.
Yeah.
You can't judge nobody else's pain, motherfucker.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, you're gonna see more of this. I wouldn't be surprised if Cam Newton does this in the next couple years. Like, once you get your money, I mean, it's like I'm not gonna play to you motherfuckers.
Yeah, man.
It's gonna be more of this, and shout out to the NFL players who understand and this CTE and all this stuff. And listen, I understand if you're an Indianapolis Colts fan, I understand. I can,
Yeah.
I understand.
I mean, the timing wasn't the greatest, but shit, he had to do it when he felt like it was necessary to be done.
Yeah, your body is not, your body ain't trained for a fan. You know what I mean? People are like, oh man, he could have did this. He could have did this during the off season.
Like they living at his household. I mean, he said for a whole year he couldn't even pick up a cup of coffee with his right arm. So it's hard to be fucking and shit. Man, you fuck around, lose your wife all battered up and shit.
Yeah.
You can't fuck like you supposed to because motherfuckers been tackling you and you got bread.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she like, shit, baby, stop that shit and get this pussy.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, man. And listen, I don't knock. And people try to tell he's soft. Like, I didn't understand. He played with a lacerated kidney.
Yeah. He ain't never been soft.
Yeah, that's motherfucker. If you deliver packages at your job, let you break a fucking
this motherfucker that they get
fingernail.
A slight cold. They call in sick.
Come on, man. If you don't stop that, man. If you just don't stop that. Doug Gottlieb made a tweet, and I don't know if you've seen the bitch ass Doug Gottlieb. He said his tweet was, retiring because rehabbing is too hard is the most millennial thing ever. Andrew Luck. And listen, people went off on him.
Yeah, they ripped his ass. Talked about him in the credit card.
Troy Aikman, Troy Aikman said, this is him, quote, "That's total bullshit, Doug. What qualifies you to decide how someone should live their life? So now you're the authority on what motivates Andrew Luck. And if his decisions don't fit into what you think is best for him, then you rip him, ? Guess that keeps you employed on Fox Sports 1. Nice." So.
Yeah, that motherfucker, that's some crazy shit, man.
And then, they got on him about him.
They should be mad at the motherfucking general manager who didn't get him no line for all them years when he just got his ass he took more hits than any quarterback ever.
Mm-hmm. I should have brought it at the end of the show. We got at the beginning of the show, man. We got one of our homies, so we about to bring him in a minute. One of our homies came up in the game. We've been watching him blossom out here. Straight out of New Orleans, Boogie B is in the house. We're gonna introduce him in a little while, man. So just hold tight. We're gonna do some fun shit with him, man, because he got a lot of shit going on. Back to Doug Gottlieb and Andrew Luck. They got on him about somebody. I think Tory. I guess he stole some credit cards.
In college, he did. Yeah, this nigga stole some credit cards in college.
Yeah. So I mean, you the last person, motherfucker, need to be talking shit. Is Doug Gottlieb like so? Yeah.
And
This Tory Smith said. You stole credit cards because working was too hard. That was Tory Smith.
Yeah, same shit, man. And I mean, it's just it's fucked up how they did it. I mean, it was very unfortunate that the news broke when he was on the sideline and they booed him.
Yeah, and that's anybody who
because
that
shit hurt my feelings. Because it's hard. This man that gave up his body and soul for these motherfuckers out here, and then they gonna boo him on the way out. That was fucked.
Yeah, if you boo that man, fuck you.
That was
anybody
fucked up.
Lose out there booing that man. So anyway, we're gonna move it on. First, I wanted to first thing shout out our engineer Paul, who just Paul was in the hospital. Just want to check with you, Paul. You good, man? Yeah. Paul had surgery, man, and everything is good, man. Lost 20 pounds, you say? Lost 20 pounds.
Oh
man.
Shit, about 20 more to go. You be in there. Shit.
Paul gonna go to surgery every 2 months. Something wrong with me.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So shout out to Paul, man, our engineer, man. He been going the last couple weeks or something like that, man. So he's back, man. We happy to have him, man.
Man, one more thing before we bring Boogie. One more, man. It's funny is we got Boogie B and Boogie Cousins that got in trouble, and it just made me think because we gonna have Evan Lionel back talking about his kids. He's be back in 2 weeks for that part 2, everybody. But all of this shit ties in together. Now Boogie Cousins, it seems like he's been what's the word when they say when they don't know if you did it but they know you did it? Alleged. Yeah. He's allegedly been blamed for threatening his ex-girlfriend
over some bullshit.
His baby mama.
And any man would threaten. You know what?
Yeah,
Listen,
I knew he said it the moment I seen the fact of the reason why.
I want to bring Boogie B in because I know he got some shit. I don't know. I want to hear his opinion about this.
You might as well have Boogie B talk about Boogie Cousins.
Ladies and gentlemen, our homie has 1 million views on Instagram with his "Let Me Stress You Out" celebrity roast videos that are a sensation. You've seen him on Last TV, on Fox. He's from New Orleans, Louisiana. Dope Dealer Podcast introduces Boogie B.
Oh shit, we got the bell, Boogie. We got the bell for you this week.
Yeah, what's up? What's up, man?
What up, man? It's your boy, comedian Boogie B, the New Orleans representative, a.k.a. Mr. Let Me Stress You Out Right Fast.
Yeah.
What's happening with the Dope Dealer Podcast?
Hey, man. Hey, man.
So, did you hear what happened with Boogie Cousins, Boogie B?
We want to hear the Let Me Stress You Out rant on this. So he getting married. The dirty bitch wouldn't let his 8-year son come to his wedding.
Baby mama said, your son can't come to the wedding.
See, I didn't do a Let Me Stress You Out about this one because I don't feel like he did nothing wrong.
He didn't do nothing wrong.
So, and my Stress You Out videos is about, when somebody do something wrong.
No, but you know what? The only thing he did wrong is he should have told her that in his face. He knows she was recording.
Yeah, you can't say on the phone, I'm going to put a bullet
through your head. Yeah, you can't do that shit. Like, he should have known
I didn't listen to the video.
Nigga, I know he said it the moment I seen it. When she wouldn't let the boy come to the wedding, that's some shit a nigga will say.
He said, I'm going to put a bullet in your fucking head. That's what he said.
He asked her more than once. He said, okay, this is the last time I'm going to ask you. Can my son come to my wedding?
See, this is what I'm saying about people.
That's the bitch that's just motherfucking upset because she did that. This motherfucker didn't marry me, but he gonna marry that bitch.
Yeah, that's what it really is.
I'm the one with the baby.
Yeah, that's what it really is. That's that petty woman shit that women need to stop doing before you get a bullet in your fucking head.
And then you realize that everybody at the wedding knows that his son ain't there, so he got to feel that pressure.
Yeah,
he got that pressure from his family, from the new wife's family. Everybody like, damn, what's going on? You married a nigga who his son can't come to his wedding.
Man, that's that bullshit.
I may want to play the video. I want to hear because I didn't hear it. I just seen.
Play that motherfucker.
Because sometimes
they talking about Lakers investigating. Lakers ain't got to investigate. Leave that nigga alone. Give him his $3.5 million.
Oh, here you go. Here you go. Let's see.
I'm gonna ask you this one more time. Go shoot the ball. Can I have my son?
Go shoot the ball.
Right. Can I have my son here,
No, he's not coming.
Say less. I'm gonna make sure I put a bullet through your fucking head.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, okay. I mean,
you
but
know,
everybody can understand that. I mean, he ain't really gonna put a bullet in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Motherfuckers talk shit.
Some niggas have.
Oh,
Don't
well.
act like it ain't happened. You act like, hey, nigga, hey, but anybody might have said that, but I mean, he just should have known at that point that even she tried to antagonize him, talking about go shoot the ball. She know he injured and shit. What type of dirty ass bitch
I don't know if
is
she was
this?
talking to him. I think she was talking to
No,
No,
it was him. I read the shit. It said her comments
was
and his comments.
antagonizing
She
him.
told him go shoot the ball. Nigga,
Were they
can't
over
play.
the phone or?
Yes.
Oh, they were over the phone.
She was fucking with him. Nigga, you injured.
Like,
go
nigga,
shoot
go
the ball.
Go play basketball.
Yeah,
nigga.
go
Like,
shoot
don't
the
worry
ball.
about what
Hold
you
on, man.
say.
I gotta.
Yeah.
We
What
gotta
do you
listen to
mean,
that.
nigga?
We gotta listen to that again. I thought she was talking to like the son.
No,
Hold on.
no,
Let's
nigga,
listen
I'm
to it
telling you.
again. Let's listen to it.
That's for him, nigga.
I'm gonna ask you this one more time.
Go shoot the ball. Go shoot the ball.
Yeah, hold up, no, because you heard somebody say, huh? She's talking to the little boy. Boogie, listen.
No,
listen
she's
close.
not,
Listen.
man.
She say, go shoot the ball. You hear somebody say, It's, hold on. all right. Listen, y'all got to listen close, man. Y'all not listening.
I'm gonna ask you this one more time.
Go shoot the ball. Go shoot the ball.
She's talking to somebody.
No, she cutting him off.
No, she's talking to, I mean, that's no big thing. She's
cut
talking
that
to the
nigga
little boy.
off to say go shoot. She
Go
must
shoot
have
the
had
ball
said that.
with that fucked up knee.
No, she
a
not.
bunch of
Now
times.
y'all putting extra. Now the bitch is a piece of shit, but y'all putting extras on it. She
Nah.
got the boy, so I guess the boy is with her, and she's talking on the phone to him and also talking to the boy at the same time. Cause you hear the little boy. Hold one more time.
And she sent that shit right to TMZ Sport.
I'm gonna ask you this one more time.
Go shoot the ball. Go shoot the ball.
Can I have my phone?
Go shoot the ball.
She's talking to.
Can I have my phone?
No, he's not coming.
Say less. I'm gonna make sure I put a book.
Yeah, that piece of shit.
That's terrible.
I would have had. I was telling Toby, like, I don't know what they visitation right, but I would have planned the wedding on a weekend that I have my boy with me. Like,
Well, she
You shouldn't have to. This
I know you
nigga's
shouldn't
8
have
years
to,
old.
But I mean, sometimes when you
You
work
had to
with petty
plan the
bitches
you
like
had to
that-
plan the wedding around the adult motherfuckers who got jobs and shit like that. Why
Right.
should you be planning a wedding around your
Well,
own
hey,
fucking
yeah.
child?
But I mean, if you have
You
them-
shouldn't have to.
No,
but
you
I see
shouldn't
what you're
have
saying.
to. But you know, hey, all right. Before we wrap that up, anything else on this Boogie? Just
Man, that's just foul.
Yeah.
That's just some of that woman petty shit. Most women don't do this, so let's not put them all in a box. But a lot of women do this type of petty shit on different levels to every nigga on every level of the
Yeah,
game.
yeah, it
whether
don't
you
matter.
got money or not. Being
yeah.
that Boogie Cousins is taking care of your fucking bills, you need to fucking let him do whatever he want with his son. He's paying for your livelihood and his son's livelihood. I guarantee you she don't make the money he make,
Oh,
no
hell
matter
no.
what she paying for
Nah.
bills.
She
that
wouldn't make
man
the
is
money.
paying your-
She wouldn't make
for
the
your
money
life.
that nigga make if she was in the WNBA. So you know she ain't making it in no other job. If that bitch hoop,
Exactly.
you know, because they don't get that much.
So
money.
if I'm paying your
Compared to
bills
the-
and I'm paying for your livelihood and you my baby mama, I'm paying for his livelihood and yours. And if you got other kids, I'm paying for theirs.
and possibly some nigga you fucking with.
Exactly. And
'Cause he-
possibly the nigga you dating, you treating that nigga. I'm treating all y'all.
Yeah.
I can see my son and he can come to whatever I say he can come to. Or else, bitch, you might get a bullet in your ass.
And
I
she's
might
so
put it in
dumb.
your brain, but I put it in your ass.
she's so dumb. Let me tell you something. Some of these chicks, like Will Smith, baby mama, give him no issues, and because of that, she, you know, he show extra love to her. This bitch, if she was smart, she know whatever. I will bring him to your wedding, like whatever. Let's keep it cool, and you know, yeah, I might get
Yeah.
some extra love, but you know, bitches don't think like that.
They
But
be jealous.
Yeah, we off that, man. Boogie, welcome to the show, man. What's good, man? We've been trying to get you on here for a while, man. What's
What
poppin'?
up, man? It's good to be on the Dope Dealer podcast, man. I be watching this joint on my phone all the
Oh,
time.
man, we appreciate
Anyway,
it,
man,
man. We sure
I be
appreciate
watching. I
that.
done
We
seen
episode
it a
80,
good
man.
time.
We-
Yeah, I done seen it a good amount of times.
Yeah,
man.
man, we here,
And I
man.
like what y'all doing, man. I couldn't wait to come down, man. I just be trying to hustle up this cheese.
No, I
anywhere
feel you.
so much,
I
man.
feel
but
you,
yeah,
man.
it's good to be on the podcast, man. I'm
I
glad
feel.
to
What you
be
been up to, man? You got a whole bunch of stuff going on, man.
Oh man, just doing shows, man, and doing these Instagram videos, doing shows, trying to stay on, trying to keep showing face, man.
Yeah.
It's good to be sitting between the two. To me, my two OG homies.
Oh man,
Yeah,
we
Like
appreciate
y'all done gave me a lot of advice since I've been in Los Angeles, man. I respect y'all grind. Both of y'all funny as hell on and off stage, good dudes. man. So I always like to listen to y'all podcast just off the fact that I respect both of y'all.
Man, we
opinions.
appreciate that. Look,
So-
Boogie, hey, you know what? I was trying to hold back and wait a little bit, but I got to go ahead and get this shit out since you from New Orleans. Hey, man, what's up with this Popeyes
Yeah, well, let's
Chick-fil-A
get right
shit?
into it, man.
Because that's where Popeyes started in New
Is
Orleans, right?
Popeyes, is
Ain't that where
Popeyes-
it started?
Yeah, Popeye started in New Orleans.
Yeah,
Now,
that's what I'm
first
saying,
off-
nigga. You from New Orleans.
First off, let me tell y'all this. If you eating Popeyes in any other city besides New Orleans, it tastes different.
Oh, shit,
It tastes
for real?
better in New Orleans. It tastes like a regular restaurant cuisine in
What?
New Orleans. I'm talking about the sides and everything. My first job was at Popeyes. So
Oh, shit.
yeah. But the Popeye, when I go back from Los Angeles or from DC or wherever I'm living at the time, and I go back to New Orleans and eat Popeyes, I could taste a clear, distinct difference in the seasoning and the food, even though they all a chain and they're supposed to have
I
the
ain't
same
never heard
ingredients.
nobody say
But
that
I
shit.
promise you, when y'all go to New Orleans, everybody who can hear this podcast, go to New Orleans and make
I've
sure
been
you
to
eat
Popeyes in New Orleans. It was years ago, but I couldn't tell no difference.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to tell
when
no
you
difference.
go there, yeah, right, you ain't paying no attention. But
Yeah.
when you go there, go to the Popeyes that's on Canal and Bourbon. On Canal Street and Bourbon Street, that's the main Popeyes where we used to go and hang as kids and stuff. But now when I go back, I can taste the clear difference. But as far as these chicken sandwiches
Oh
go,
yeah,
man,
so let me just if anybody been living under a rock the last 2 weeks, Popeyes
Yeah.
came out with a chicken sandwich that everybody lost their complete fucking mind over.
Hey, it was a Popeyes by my hotel in Lubbock, and the line was out in the street.
Yeah.
And that's Lubbock, Texas. Ain't even that many
Well,
niggas there.
Actually, Popeyes just announced an hour ago that they are officially sold out for now. So they sold out. All of them are sold out of chicken. They put out a post that we're gonna have them come back soon. But right,
Damn,
I didn't
nigga.
get my chicken sandwich.
Hey, that just, when you put a notice out like that, that just remind me of when I used to sell crack. And then we would just, on the
Yes.
first, like sometimes it could be the first, and by 3 o'clock, you out of dough.
Yeah.
And motherfuckers be like, you like, damn, nigga, I'm out.
they
nigga.
come and they still
Nigga,
at
and
the
it's
door.
still niggas like, how you out on the first, nigga? They just bought everything.
Damn.
First, yeah.
Now, somebody, the takeout.com said all our Popeyes chicken sandwich coverage that they got this last couple weeks equals $23 million in free press. So Popeyes got
Who started this Popeye shit? Does anybody know?
I think they came out with the sandwich and
No,
it just
Popeyes tweeted to Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A, yeah, they was talking
and
shit,
And
yeah.
they just said, you good?
Yeah.
Because Chick-fil-A posted chicken, bun, pickle equals love. Popeyes said, you good? Question
Yeah.
mark? Because they dropped they shit
Yeah.
that day.
Wow.
And then it was a back and
Everybody
forth
saw
on
that.
Twitter. It was like a chicken war because Shake Shack got into it.
This nigga said it was a
chicken sandwich war. Like they
Yeah,
was talking,
chicken
you know,
war.
talking shit to each other. But the corporate shit, they wasn't like fuck you.
They wasn't beefing.
so
Hey,
it
the
was-
black lady, the commercial, the sponsor, the lady, she go right in there and ask for more money right now. She need a cut of this. I want her to get a cut of this shit.
Hey, listen,
Niggas done bought all this chicken. Nigga, I think Trump set this shit up.
Hey,
Take
man.
niggas' mind off what he doing.
God, no, man. It had to be something
so
next. but-
Popeyes was founded in 1972 in New Orleans,
Yeah.
Yep. Louisiana.
Hell
Yeah.
So
that's
I
what was
haven't.
like.
Anybody?
The
You
chick-
did you
the
get the
chicken
chicken
sandwich?
sandwich?
No doubt, I did get the chicken sandwich, but I had to send abroad to get it because I came to Popeyes not because I'm not a big chicken sandwich fan. I
Yeah.
don't go to Chick-fil-A not because their sandwiches is not good because they are the best chicken sandwiches, but I don't
Chick-fil-A is the best.
understand-
Chick-fil-A is the best chicken.
Yeah,
Hell
chicken-
no.
But
We gonna talk about
Popeyes
that.
Popeye chicken sandwich is rivaling that. But why Popeyes you got to steal the brand of Chick-fil-A with the pickle? Nobody was doing that with the chicken, the pickle, and the bread. Everybody else was trying to do lettuce, tomatoes, a real official chicken sandwich. Popeyes gonna imitate what they did, but Popeye's seasoning is already better.
yeah.
So we already gonna
Hey,
know
but
that
if they
Popeye's
wouldn't
flavor
have
gonna be better.
imitated, it wouldn't have been compared.
It
and
wouldn't have been
this heat
compared at
wouldn't be
all.
going.
All
They
they
knew
had
what
to
they
drop
was doing.
All they had to do was drop a chicken sandwich with some lettuce on it and a pickle, and that would have made it whole different. But the chicken sandwich still would have been fire. But I don't want Popeyes to have no fucking chicken sandwich because I don't want to stand in line that long for no fucking chicken.
Well, it's gonna die down.
Hey, but look,
it's gonna die down.
This was some crazy shit that happened to me over the weekend. I was at the airport in Dallas, and I went to Chick-fil-A, right? Because it was in the airport, whatever. So I could not believe this shit. I go up to the counter, and there's a girl working. She looked like she's about 19, about the same age as my daughter. So I order my food, and I give her a 20, and my bill was like $8.91. So she owed me $11.09. She accidentally hit $10, so it said $109. But she knew I gave her a 20. She had the 20 sitting on the register. So she could not count in her head that she just owed me $10. First of all, I thought she was bullshitting when she was looking all puzzled. Then she pulled out her phone and did the math. These youngsters don't even know how to count back money.
Well, she don't sell
All
dope.
she had to do is give me a $10 bill.
She didn't know that, man. She don't sell dope. That's why she work at Chick-fil-A. She ain't good with money. She good with taking orders. She is a order
Hey, but no,
taker.
I'm saying if you punch in $10 and you know somebody give you $20, just give them another 10.
We live in a C-average country, man.
That's right.
It's-
Her
come
math
on,
ain't
man.
good like that, man.
Hey, man, there's no excuse for
That
that, man.
is
I
no
tell you what, that shit make me have a conversation with my dog, because if they do some shit, if I seen them pull out some shit trying to count up out of $20, I would be so disappointed.
Well, y'all lucky, because I would have just took your 801 and put it in my pocket. I wouldn't even gave you no. I would have gave you a 10 straight out my pocket as a change. I would have rounded your shit up. You know, it's $8 even.
That's how I used to do. I used to work at Kinko's. Shit, nothing was going in the register. When I worked, nothing was going. Oh man, I had the tax down in my head. I could calculate that
Yes,
shit. One of my
sir.
boys worked with me. He was like, "Man, I don't know how you figure out all that shit." People be like, "Can I get a receipt?" I'll be like, "Yeah, you can get a handwritten when the machine's down right now. It ain't printing right."
Now, see, if she was doing what we used to do, she would have knew how to add that
See,
up.
'cause
But she was too honest.
They could never, count you for stealing at Kinko's, because it could be a spot on the copies and you had to throw them all away. So, man, I could be working at Kinko's. Now, boy, I used to kill Kinko's.
Man, you know how much.
I'd be like, they be like, what shift you want? I'd be like, fuck, put me on the graveyard shift so I could be at this bitch all by myself.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Oh,
sir.
man, everybody was coming to me getting copies like it was dope.
Man.
Yeah, I used to work the graveyard shift at Chevron gas station. One of my first jobs. I hustled too.
You hustled over there?
I'll put
Everybody hustle
$20
their
in my
first.
pocket, but then you got to even.
It ain't
so what I
hustling,
do
that's
is,
stealing, nigga.
yeah,
What you mean hustling? That's
I
Stealing
put
is
$20
hustling
in my
too.
pocket. I knew how to where the camera was angled where they couldn't see me, but then I had to make up the $20. So if somebody bought something with $1, I won't ring it up until it makes up the $20.
I can't believe you did any. I didn't think you had ever committed a crime.
Toby think I'm a
Philly.
square toe. Listen,
nigga from
I didn't
Philly,
think
man.
you still out no register.
Come on,
nigga.
man. You know Philly niggas still. Come on, man.
That's fine.
now, back to this Popeyes chick. Of course, Negroes got to take everything and take it to another level. Like, I was online. You see all these think pieces and people making a little bit too much out of it. Like, oh man, this is why we can't support our own. You see all this. I'm like, dude, it's just. But anything today always got to be, you know what I mean?
Over the top.
I don't need to read a think piece over a fucking Popeyes chicken sandwich.
But look at this though. Chick-fil-A got a lot of different owners. It's a black girl that owns a Chick-fil-A down in Houston. I used to visit that
they
one.
franchise.
They franchise. So it's black people that owns Chick-fil-A's, but we supporting Chick-fil-A. We ain't supporting her specifically. I mean, but we is indirectly. So until we franchise a restaurant, then what we gonna do? Stop eating? Period.
Right,
Until we own a chain restaurant, because you can support that local bullshit around your crib, and they still go out of business. So until we got a chain like a Popeyes or a Church's or a KFC or McDonald's or whatever, until we own that whole brand, it don't matter where you get the shit from, because it's all end of the day going into the white man pocket anyway.
It ain't just black people at Popeyes buying that stuff. It was a lot of white people in that line.
And Mexican, everybody was there.
I can show you the video on my phone. I filmed it when I was trying to go in there. It was all Mexicans in the line for the chicken. And the line was out the door. They had to hold the door open to stand in line. So it wasn't just all black people buying the chicken. And no other races give a damn about who owns the business. Right?
Exactly.
Them Mexicans don't give a fuck who running that shit. They just coming in there to get they chicken. Ain't nothing, they don't care.
That remind me of a joke. Remember the great Steve White? I don't even y'all.
Yeah, I
remember
know Steve White.
Yeah, remember that bit he did about black owned? He said like black people love to be, it's black owned. He said I'm paraphrasing this joke, but I remember it went kind of like, man, what if white people did that? What if what if you flying And the pilot come on air, yeah. So we're flying over Colorado on our way to California. If you look out your window to the right, look down, everything you see is white on. Like he just like he did this whole thing.
That's funny.
Cause the other races don't really try to promote their own race because then it becomes racist, especially white people. If white people did that, it would become a racist.
And it's nothing wrong with being proud of
No, it ain't
especially
nothing
where
wrong
we came
with
from
it.
as a people. It's nothing wrong with being proud to say, hey, we own that, or that's black owned. There's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes we just go overboard. And all this whole 2 weeks of this
They don't
chicken
even want
thing,
you to say owner in the NBA no more.
Yeah, that's,
let me tell y'all what somebody just commented on my YouTube, because I just did a video about the white woman in Michigan who wanted her neighborhood to stay white.
Oh, yeah.
She was the councilwoman in Michigan.
I have the video
And,
for that.
Yeah.
We're gonna play that. That's funny. That's one of the things we're gonna talk about.
Yeah, and but somebody commented on that, like, yo, that's a white neighborhood. Y'all got black neighborhoods. Y'all got
What?
Mexican neighborhoods.
Because
you
y'all
need to
said
let us have white neighborhoods.
Motherfucker, y'all the ones that said the reason we have because y'all put us there.
Right.
They act like niggas like living in the projects. What the fuck is that about?
Right. We don't want the black neighborhood to be the black neighborhood,
Yeah.
but it is because it's a low, but it ain't no Beverly Hills that
Yeah.
belongs to black people, so we ain't got shit to really brag about.
And a lot of times I know, like in parts of, and I'm sure where y'all from, in parts of Philly, there was, my grandma told me when she told me when she first moved here, it was white people lived here.
Yeah.
Then as soon as one black family moved, they all moved
They
out.
all moved out.
Now they want to come back to those same neighborhoods.
Yep, they taking the motherfuckers. Them white folks want they block back. That's what it is. They taking off every hood, and it's gentrification going on in every major city in America.
But you know what? I like that she kept it real.
Yeah,
that's
she
how
being honest.
Be
See,
honest.
the racists like that, you can deal with them because they are front with it. It's these undercover racists that's
Yes,
hard
sir.
to deal with. Like, I mean, we know Trump is a racist.
Yes,
like,
sir.
shit, he ain't hiding shit.
And he ain't the only one.
But his taxes, but other than that, he ain't hiding his racism.
He hiding the motherfucking taxes like a
He
motherfucker.
just hiding
man.
them taxes. But other than that, he ain't hiding shit about how he give a fuck about nobody.
He hiding them taxes.
He
and
hiding
he
them
ain't.
bitches.
I just can imagine what's on him because he don't want nobody to see that shit.
You got to go on the Easter egg hunt to find his damn tax information.
So let's see if we can play a little bit just of this lady.
Between 2000 and 2015.
So this is the guy asking
there was
the
about
question.
3
The lady
million
name is
people
Jean
that
Kramer.
Moved to
She
the
was
Great
running
Lakes
for city
region.
council. She was one of
And
the candidates.
just so you guys know, like the numbers that they're from the U.S. Census, but it's very modest. Like I said, like I think in 2018 it was like 14 people. So there's not a lot of. I mean, there were some years where it was a couple hundred, but in a town less than 10,000, those numbers are going to get skewed. But I think with all of the comments being made about all the things that are being done to make this a great community to live in, it does raise some questions as to what things are keeping us from increasing that. One of the questions the next question I kind of had is related to that is, do you believe that the diversity of our community needs to be looked at? And if so, should we be a little bit more aggressive in attracting foreign-born citizens? Just because our community is set up, we have about a 95% white community. That's what Marysville is. If you look at the Great Lakes population growth, 1.5 million of the people that migrated to the Great Lakes region were foreign-born. 1.5 million were natural-born, which indicates that there's a high level of folks that are moving here, but they're not moving here. So I'm just, I guess, as a philosophical
hell of a
question,
reporter.
do you think that should be something that we should be a little more aggressive at trying to make happen? We can start with you, Ms. Kramer.
My suggestion, recommendation, keep Marysville a white community as much as possible. White, seriously. In other words, no foreign-born, no foreign
She wanted to say no
people
niggas,
because
but she caught herself.
of what, how can I say, in our past, what we have experienced, it's better to have it simply
How's she running for
American
it? She
born,
can't even get
put
a
it that
sentence
way.
out.
She was
and no
scared. That's
foreigners,
why.
no.
Councilman?
Look at some of the
Now,
reactions.
this is the reaction.
Wow.
Tough to follow.
I think anybody that has the ability to live in the city of Marysville. I think they should be allowed to live in Marysville. I know, I don't know what else to say. I think anybody that can live in Marysville that can afford it, I wish they would come.
He can afford it.
You skipped the beginning of that one where he said, I was just trying to check my calendar.
Still shocked.
Oh, no, that's coming up.
All the wonderful things our city has to offer, and it has the ability to
These
attract
motherfuckers sound racist.
anybody that wants to live in our beautiful city. Okay, there is nothing wrong with diversity, and those numbers you mentioned on the Great Lakes. Okay, that's something that I think the council would need to look at as far as, are there some things that are, not attracting the best, the most qualified, regardless of race, skin.
They're passing the mic to each other. It's a low budget council meeting.
That's the sentiment. Wow. I think diversity is I don't see how anybody has stopped diversity here in town that I am aware of. I don't know off the top of my head what type of initiatives the city could take to get more diversity, but I think in my own heart, in my own mind, and people that live around me, my people here at the table, everybody's welcome to Marysville. I don't care if you're purple, whatever. I mean,
Couldn't say
we're here.
black, motherfucker.
We have a community.
Purple.
You're welcome to our community.
Niggas talking about Barney can move here?
So be it.
Prince can move in.
Inclusion and diversity, I know, are two big words of trending right now, but I do believe that, I don't know, even in real estate, there's no way you tell somebody, well, you're so-and-so, you can't be here, or
Trump
whatever.
did it.
I do think that
That's true.
Donald Sterling
if it's
did it.
something that we can discuss and see if there's any initiatives we could take. But as far as I'm concerned, everybody's welcome. It's a good town.
She shook them up with that shit.
I don't even know that I can talk yet. I'm so upset and shocked. My father was 100% Syrian, and they owned the Linwood Bar. It was a grocery store at that time. So basically, what you've said is that my father and his family had no business to be in this community. Our daughter, my son-in-law is a black man, and I have biracial grandchildren. And I take this very, very personally, what you've said, and I know that there's nothing I can say that's going to change your mind. But we all have the same, that we just need to have more kindness. That's it.
Just
Don't know niggas want to live in Mariannville
I'm sure it's still
anyway.
2019.
That's what he said, the calendar.
Yeah, I thought we covered civil rights about 50 years ago. I know, I mean, we're one nation under God, and I live that.
Yeah, so basically she dropped out.
Ooh.
She dropped out.
Wow, that bitch is crazy.
Yeah, they interviewed her. They went to her house and interviewed. First thing, she looked crazy. I mean, if you see a picture of her, she looks, she withdraws. She withdrew. She wasn't getting no votes anyway.
Damn.
But I listen, Jean Kramer, that's her name. Jean
Hey,
Kramer.
yeah, she ain't the only one who feel like that.
Yeah,
though.
she ain't the only one.
How the hell you think they remained 95% white all that time in the first place? It wasn't just her blocking people from coming there or from living there, other than the fact that don't nobody want to live in that fucking part of Michigan.
Yeah.
But still, it was 95% white in 2019 for a reason. It's no way that you could tell me that lady the only one who felt like that.
Oh, hell no. She got her friends when she go when she get her hair done.
Yeah.
The Bridge Club, all them bitches.
This is a quote from her. Husband and wife need to be the same race. Same thing with kids. That's how it's been from the beginning of, how can I say, when God created the heavens and earth. This bitch crazy.
Yeah.
She was saying all kind of stuff. You should have saw the interview. They came to her house.
Oh, yeah, that's what, yeah, I
to
seen that one,
interview
yeah.
her.
She was
And
talking
that's the
crazy,
one where
too.
she was talking about it's in the Bible that they should be no mixed race couples. So she don't have a problem with black people. She have a problem with black people who date white people or white people who date black people. She don't want no interracial couples.
They keep it on
Trump, man. That motherfucker talking about he's a Christian and know the Bible. That motherfucker didn't know shit when they asked him a Bible.
Oh,
verse.
I got that clip too. We got to talk about
white
that.
people have since the beginning of the
We
time.
are talking about it. I just brought it up.
I want to bring the clip up, but hold on. Before we do that, I want to go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
But since the beginning of time, white people have been using the Bible to be racist.
That's
So that's been the thing. They always use the Bible. So Trump ain't no different from
He
him.
didn't even know no verses though.
So did y'all hear this? Y'all hear this story in Oklahoma City? It's a news anchor. I guess it's a brother and a sister. They do the morning show, and she said he looked like a gorilla, and she had to apologize. So
hold on. A brother and a sister.
a brother and a sister. They're the host of
white woman.
A white
and a black
woman.
dude.
Oh, I'm sorry. A white woman and I said a brother and a sister. My bad.
I'm like
A white woman and a black dude. They're the host. They're the host. They're the host of this. It's like a morning local.
Okay, yeah. Now I
And
understand.
they've been hosts for a while.
Okay.
And I guess they're close friends. So, but I guess somehow they was doing a story about a gorilla in the local zoo. And here, go right here. Let's turn it up.
KOCO anchor in Oklahoma City is under fire for recently comparing her African-American co-host to a gorilla on live television.
Oh,
Here's the
shit.
segment.
Here's it.
Oh my goodness, take a look at him. He's a resident of the Oklahoma City Zoo. And this week, the zoo's 8th caretaker took over their Instagram, and we are all loving that they did. And as you can see, Finn was fascinated.
Definitely ready for his close-up.
Kind of looks like you.
The next day, Alex Housden apologized to Jason Hackett on air.
Damn.
I'm here this morning.
All right, so yeah, she said kind of looks like you. And I guess, so, but then the next day she did, so I'm going to play her apology because I was.
Alex Housden.
All right, so I want to get your opinion about the policy, her
Man, that
apology,
bitch.
and the brother's right there too. So this
It ain't nothing she can say to me.
Hold on, no, listen, Tobe. Let's listen to the whole thing and get your opinion.
Message from KFC's Alex Housden and Jason Hackett. I'm here this morning because I want to apologize, not only to my coworker, Jason, but to our entire community. I said something yesterday that was inconsiderate, it was inappropriate, and I hurt people. And I want you to know, I understand how much I hurt you out there and how much I hurt you. I love you so much, and you have been one of my best friends for the past year and a half, and I would never do anything on purpose to hurt you. And I love our community, and I want you all to know, from the bottom of my heart, I apologize for what I said. I know it was wrong, and I am so sorry.
Oh, Alex, thank you very much, and I do accept your apology, and I do appreciate your apology. I want to let everybody out there know that Alex is one of my best friends. I mean, we do what we do here, and you know, it's not as if we see each other here and then we leave and we go home. We talk every day, or almost every other day. I've told you things. I've shared things with you as a friend, and
Hey, that nigga do look like a gorilla though.
Wrong.
That nigga look like a gorilla, man. Shit.
Yo, grape ape looking ass.
It cut deep for me, and it cut deep for a lot of you in the community. I've heard the phone calls, and I've heard the Facebook messages as well. And I guess.
Well, we can say it. A white woman can't say it.
Yes, you can.
Especially on TV. Damn. This bitch lost her mind.
No doubt about that. Changing demographics here in this country. The demographics are changing. We're becoming a more diverse country, and there's no excuse. We have to understand the stereotypes. We have to understand each other's backgrounds and the words that hurt, the words that cut deep, and we have to find a way to replace those words with love and words of affirmation.
Hey, you know
He's
what,
trying
man?
to get a national network job.
Yeah.
You know, what we do here as broadcasters.
Yeah, trying to get out of Oklahoma City. That raggedy ass town.
He's trying to go to New York.
Shit, that's a raggedy ass town.
Hey, no, you know Oklahoma City gonna call us up or hit us up.
Shit, fuck them.
Hold on, man.
I was in there 15 minutes, got locked up. Fuck Oklahoma City.
Oklahoma City?
What do you think about her apology?
Nah, that bitch knows she called him a gorilla. There's no apology. I mean, I know she felt bad after, but she only felt bad because she felt like her job might be threatened.
So you think it wasn't sincere? I mean,
Nah. Cause she talking about he's one of my best friends. I've been knowing him for a year and a half. Bitch, please.
I feel like it was a sincere apology because white people don't even know sometimes when they being racist or when they done said some racist shit. And so when you bring it to their attention, the apology is, I didn't mean to slip and call you a nigga. Like, I just was so comfortable with you, nigga. I thought I could call you a
gorilla-looking motherfucker over there.
I thought I could say you do look like a gorilla.
Yeah,
because we so cool. But now that y'all bring it to my attention, my bad. I didn't know that I didn't even know I called you a gorilla that quick.
Yeah, that nigga did look like a gorilla, though. That bitch meant it because he looked like a gorilla.
He do. She meant that she looked, but she didn't mean it. She didn't mean to let that racism slip out.
Yeah.
She didn't mean to let that slip out on TV. She would have said that at a house or wherever. So she did mean the apology, but the apology was meant for the public, meant to soothe the public. I didn't mean to call him a nigga in front of y'all. Basically,
that meant to save his job.
Yeah, to save her job.
That's what she was trying to do.
I always accept white people's apology when they apologize for their racism because they didn't mean to be racist in front of us. I allow white people to be racist in the comfort of their own home. You can say what you want in your house.
Yeah.
Don't say it in front of me.
Yeah.
That's all I ask. You could be racist. It's allowed for you to
paying
feel
the money
how
there.
you want to feel about whoever you want to feel that way about.
In your house, you could do that.
In your house. But you apologize for bringing it in front of us. Let's not make no mistake, fellas, and think that we gonna stop racism by stopping white people from saying the N-word. That's not going to stop them from feeling like we are niggas.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
No, it ain't.
So you allowed to be racist. It's not illegal to be racist. It is illegal, or I think it is a violation, not illegal, but it is a violation for you to say it in front of other people who it offends.
Yeah, do that shit at your house, white people, and please don't. I mean, you doing it on TV,
Keep that shit at the crib.
She did it. She just. I mean, damn, they can't even show the zoo without a bitch comparing the motherfucker to a nigga.
Why she couldn't say, damn, you look just like
if
that
zoo story wouldn't have came up, that shit would have never happened on TV.
And she would have always
She'd have done that shit at the Christmas party.
Exactly.
Got a couple drinks in it. You look like a gorilla, Charles.
She would have said, Charles, you remember that gorilla we did the zoo piece on? You look just like that goddamn gorilla. I ain't say it that time, but I can say it to you now because you my boy. You saw how he slick put his hand on her knee. I said, man, this nigga about to get a charge right then and there. You about to get a Me Too on you.
About to get flipped on him.
Yeah, you about to be fired in the next couple months.
Oh my God.
Putting your hand on white women's knees on TV.
Yeah.
She gonna come into work and buy my Popeyes chicken sandwich, think it's all good.
She gonna come into work crying and say that nigga sexually assaulted her some other time and then use this tape and say, you see how he put his hand on my knee? That was the beginning of the assault and I allowed it.
Yeah, I felt bad after we got close after I called him a gorilla.
I was just trying to give
and
him
he
a
started
sincere
just looking
apology.
he was such a handsome gorilla.
Another story I want to get your opinion on about this homeowner in North Raleigh, North Carolina. So I'm gonna play the video for you. I guess what happened was
I like Raleigh. Go
he
ahead.
said he had a friend come over. His friend tripped the alarm. So it was that night his friend tripped the alarm, and the alarm went unknowingly. The alarm was going off for a while. It's still kind of. I'm gonna let y'all hear the video. Anyway, the police came because they got the
alarm.
The alarm. So they come. When they pulled up to the house, the door was open. So now, you know, cops, the alarm is off, this door is open. So they come.
Something bad didn't happen.
So they come in with their guns drawn, take everybody out. Then, it took a little minute for him to explain to them. But they just, they don't know what's going on. They just doing their job. But, people are like, I'm gonna play y'all the video and just get y'all opinion.
Was this a black person?
Yeah, black man, yeah.
Oh shit.
Black man.
White, it was a white person house or a black man?
No, it was a black man house.
Oh. Yeah, some extra shit happened there.
For the past 5 years. It's not the first time his home security system has been tripped by mistake. Typically, he say if police show up, you show your ID, you prove you're the homeowner, there may be a fine to pay, but it's over. That is not what happened last Saturday. Kazim says he was humiliated inside of his home by police and suspects it was because of the color of his skin.
Hell yeah, it was.
Turn around and face away from me. What? Turn around and face away from me. For
Watching the surveillance tape from inside Kazim's home in North Raleigh, there's Kazim in his boxer shorts in the foyer of his home, staring down the barrel of a Raleigh police officer's gun.
This was one of the most humiliating experiences of my life.
Let's start at the top of the tape, 12:30 p.m.
You're inside, make yourself known!
So
The officer arrives to Kazim's unlocked front door.
Residential 4-4. I'm born route.
He's responding to a 4-4, a burglar alarm in progress. Kazim says a friend stayed over that night and tripped the alarm unknowingly when he left. Kazim says he disengaged it and went back to sleep.
Just lay back down, and all I heard was somebody screaming downstairs. So I grabbed my firearm because I don't know what's going on, and I run down the steps, and it's a cop.
Come on out with your hands up! Okay, all right, just come on out. You got a firearm in your hand? Drop the gun, drop the gun.
Kazim immediately dropped his gun.
He's lucky they ain't start shooting.
Yeah,
The
man.
31-year-old makes his living as a well-known party and hip-hop concert promoter known in the industry as Tim Boss. But on Saturday, Kazim says the officer refused to believe he lived there.
Come on out here. Just come on out for me.
Well, now that puts it in context. Because now the officer, all he knows is a gun. He just heard a gun. So he's going to be on alert.
Turn around. Put your hands behind your back. Turn around for what? Put your hands behind your back and get down on your knees. Tell me for what? We got a 4-4 alarm here. I got open door. I'm trying to make sure. I just talked to the alarm people.
Well, I'm confused why he's still talking. You just asked me, do I got ID? I told you, yeah, let's identify me. Let's get me out of here. I was like, I need a supervisor. I definitely need a supervisor here because this ain't right.
What have I done wrong? Come on. Let's get. I haven't done nothing wrong.
In handcuffs, wearing just his underwear, Kazim was
big nigga
escorted
gotta quit
outside to
sounding
a
like a
waiting police
bitch,
car.
though. I ain't done
Officers
nothing
searched his
wrong.
home.
There's a lot of stories like this that go untold.
Raleigh community advocate Kerwin Pittman.
There's no reason this man should have been pulled out of his own home, not asked for proper identification.
They could have did that.
And it progressed this far.
Being black could definitely be one of the issues. That's the problem. I hope it's not, but if that's what it is, it just needs to be resolved.
Okay, so we reached out to Raleigh Police about this when the department responded with this statement. We'll just read part of it. The Raleigh Police Department is looking into this incident and reviewing our officers' actions. We have attempted to contact the homeowner several times over the past few days to discuss this incident.
He getting his case together. He don't want to
Says
talk.
he just wants an apology. Pittman's calling
It's
for
another-
disciplinary action against the officer involved. Tisha.
Hold on, it's another video that kind
Down
of.
on your knees. What?
Okay, that's.
Turn around and face away from me.
I'm sorry, y'all. It's another video where the cop kind of explains to him what's going on. I'm gonna see if I can find because they don't show it at the end. The supervisor came and trying to. This basically what the cop said. The cop said, "Listen, we got the call. He's, this after they let him. He's back in the house now.
Yeah.
Once they find out he's the owner of the house, and the supervisor just explains to him like, we got a call. My officer got here. The door was open, so he's thinking." And some about the alarm had been going off for 15 minutes, which I don't understand why this dude, the way he explained it, like, oh, it went off, I went downstairs, turned it off, went back to bed. But the cops were saying that alarm was going on for 15 minutes. That's what the cops saying.
That big nigga got sleep apnea. That's what the fuck he did.
Now I got two questions. I think this may be one of them situations where none of them was in the wrong. It's just one of them weird things that happened.
Yeah,
the cops
and
was
one
doing
thing,
their job.
I mean, I didn't hear him say, this is my house.
Yeah. But my thing is two things. I would ask the brother, well, why was your alarm going on for 15 minutes? And then the second thing I would ask the cops is, listen, how many robbers is going to rob the place for 15 minutes while the alarm is going on and still stay here? Like, I mean,
and
be in there, and be there when y'all get here,
and be there naked.
Yeah.
Damn
So
nigga.
common sense got to hit on both sides. So
I'm gonna tell you what happened. That nigga was upstairs fucking, and the broad left. And when she set the alarm off, that nigga was asleep. She done put that pussy on him. He done fell asleep.
That's what happened.
She left and tripped the alarm. He so sleep, like you said, and he ain't been getting no pussy that often, so he sleepy as hell, because, fat niggas sleep hard after they get some pussy. So he done got some sex, and then he ain't even hear that. Then he jump up and hear, turn it off. He go back to sleep. He hears the alarm shit and hears somebody at his door. He come down with his pistol. The police at the door, and he holler out, I got a pistol.
Yeah.
Then they turn into a whole nother dynamic. Understand this, black folks.
And see, he scared him even more because he didn't even say pistol. He said firearm. Go ahead, Boogie.
Now, understand this, black folks. It's a law that you can have a weapon in this country.
It's his house.
but not if you black. You need to start understanding when you got a legal gun that you need to treat it like an illegal gun until somebody asks you for your papers. Then you have your papers, of course. But I wouldn't have said shit to him when he said, come on out, I would have put my gun down and walked to him.
yeah.
I wouldn't have told him shit about
Yeah.
me having a pistol.
Yeah, you don't.
Because he acting like he a white man, like you afforded the luxury in the United States.
Light his ass up.
Yeah, he lucky.
Yeah, you ain't afforded the luxury in the United States to admit you got a pistol until it is time for you to present the paperwork.
A nigga can't have no pistol. He could have NRA tattooed on his forehead.
No, that means nothing. That means you're
Yeah,
gonna get
they
an NRA bullet shot in your ass.
They ain't fucking with us when we got a gun.
Yeah.
Felony or no felony.
Don't have no. If you got a gun, treat it like an illegal gun. Keep it hidden. Keep it locked away.
You know what?
Don't
It's so
tell
funny 'cause
nobody. Don't walk around with
when
it.
I was young and in the streets, I used to think I'd rather get caught with my shit than without it. But now that I'm older, I don't need no gun. Something gonna happen like that, then fuck it. I can't own no gun, cause see, I get crazy. I kill a motherfucker.
You right.
If I'd have had a gun these last 10 years, I might have shot about 15, 20 people.
That's facts. Now, when we say that in the hood, I used to say that too. I'd rather get caught with it than without it.
Yeah, I used to take a gun everywhere.
But that
every day.
I did too. But that means we rather get caught with it, meaning by another nigga.
Yeah.
We don't want no another nigga to come kill us.
Yeah.
And we ain't got no pistol.
Yeah.
But now I'm just like you, Toby. I had a pistol every day of my life, 21 or not. I had a pistol all the time. But now I don't want a pistol in my house. I
Nah.
don't want a pistol around me.
Nah.
I tell my girl, if you want a pistol, you can't keep it in this house where you live with me at. If you
Yeah.
live with me in the house, you can't keep no pistol in this house.
No, I don't want no pistol around me.
I don't want no pistol
firearms
around me because that brings the kind of energy that you don't want.
All right, Boogie, we running out of time, but I just want to let people know how you get down, man. I want to play some of your comedy. Ladies and gentlemen, Boogie B right here. This is how you get down. Comedian Boogie B.
Am I right about it, sis? 65%, 85% African American. Prior to Katrina. Now it's kind of gentrified. You know what I mean? I know it's gentrified because I got robbed by a white person for Mardi Gras. Y'all out here robbing? This is what y'all doing? Oh, y'all done fell off. Okay. White people don't rob. That's not their kind of crime. He don't even know how to rob. He gonna pull a pistol out talking about, give me your billfold. I was like, what the fuck is the billfold? I said, do I got one on me? I said, look, man, I'm gonna give you the bills, but I'll be damned if I'm gonna fold them. You gonna have to shoot me.
Boogie B, where can they find you at real quick? What you got going on, everything, man?
Follow me on Instagram, man, at Comedian Boogie B. It's at Comedian Boogie B on everything social media related. On YouTube, subscribe, Comedian Boogie B. Instagram, Facebook, everything is Comedian Boogie B. I got a website, it's comedianboogieb.live. I will be in Colorado next month on the 27th. I'm trying to get people to come to that show specifically because I
What
know
city?
because it's in Denver, Colorado, man. I don't know anybody in Denver, so
got
if
some
you know
folks out
anybody
there.
in Denver, tell them to come to the show. It's gonna be me, AD, comedian AD, and Ralph Porter.
Oh, yeah, Ralph Porter.
On the
That's my homie.
27th, it's at Herman's Hideaway, 1578 South Broadway in Denver, Colorado at 8 p.m. on the 27th of September. So
No doubt.
27th September, Denver, Colorado. If you're in the city, follow your boy, Comedian Boogie B, at Comedian Boogie B.
Hey, yeah, send that to me. I got some folks there because a lot of people from my hometown of Omaha, they moved to Denver because it's a big city and still close to Omaha where they can go home. So I know some
Yeah.
folks there, man.
Oh,
Cool,
yeah, well,
man.
that'd be dope.
We appreciate it, man. Come back and see us anytime, man. My brother, man. Good luck to you. Keep continued success. Continued success,
sir.
man. We like what you're doing out there, man. And come back and see us anytime, man.
I appreciate y'all having me, Dope Dealer Podcast, man. I appreciate y'all bringing me in, man. I love y'all content, man. Keep putting these shows out, and the people who watching, keep watching, man, because these two dudes right here is dope as hell, stand-up wise, and they smart brothers. They can give you some insight on life, and they funny as hell, man. I'm Comedian Boogie B, the New Orleans representative, a.k.a. Mr. Let Me Stress You Out, and I'm gone.
Yes, Toby. What you got anything going on?
Oh, yeah. Next 9/5, September 5th, I'll be at Chirp's Cocktails in Fontana with the homie Romerick Anderson. 9/13, I'll be at the Holiday Inn. That's Friday, September 13th, at the Holiday Inn in Victorville, hosted by Travis Tapulche. And then Saturday, September 14th, I'll be at the Rock House Brewery in Upland with the homies Corey and Chad. So y'all check us out, Dope Dealer Podcast.
Yeah, definitely, man. September 13th, Friday, September 13th, Oxnard. I'm coming for the Oxnard Jazz Festival Friday. We at the Ventura Harbor Comedy Club, so check that out, man. Shout out to Chuck Dennis. Listen, we love you guys, man. Please subscribe to it, spread the word, rate us, leave a review. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter at Dope Dealers Podcast, man. We got a phone number you can call real quick, Toby.
818-335-2065. 818-335-2065.
Shout out to the troops. We love you guys.
Army, Navy,
We out.
Air Force, Marine.